We're out here in Idaho. Today's the first day of our hunt. Throughout the bad weather and the storm that took place 2 days ago, there were some delays, but by golly, we're all here safe, and now we're headed out to elk camp. Through this process, I got in a couple days early, and my rig went down, and so it's in service to get fixed. Ran into a nice local fella that towed me back in from off the mountain. The most important thing is the intel that he gave me on the area that we're hunting, because this is the first time we're going to be hunting in this unit in Idaho. So this is a DIY, unguided. We sort of know the area a little bit because we're hunting right along the Continental Divide, and you literally can camp in Idaho, climb the hill, and hunt Montana, and that's what we did last year in rifle season. We're actually bow hunting now this year on the Idaho side. So wish us luck. We're gonna go after it, and this afternoon, Lord willing, we'll get into some elk.
I've been in the darkness for 40 days. I've been searching for holy flames, a sign to light up the way. So can you help me out? Can you help me out?
Elk hunt, but I'm pretty sure this is Ken's first time taking an Olympian elk hunt.
Oh man, yeah, we got there's gonna be some pretty cool interview when we get down to camp. Sit down and talk with Derek about that, because that's a journey in itself that's really so unique. One of the biggest mistakes a guy will make when he's set up to shoot is he'll drop down to his knees. You don't want to do that. You want to stand 100% of the time.
And don't be behind the tree. Get in front of a tree. Get in front of it. Use that as your brake up. Don't ever get behind it, because then you can't move.
You don't want to become sneaking around the side of it. You want to be behind, in front. Their eyesight's good, but it's not that good.
As long as you're not moving, they'll go walk right on past you.
I'm driving past this, and I'm like, well, why is this unit such a special, hard to draw rifle tag for Idaho, on the Idaho side? Because this is so wide open. This is muley country.
Yeah.
And then after talking to Smitty, it was like, okay, there's 200 head of elk in this area right here, in this small, intimate area. And he's like, oh yeah. He said that herd was 75 strong that I saw yesterday. That was right up from your broken down truck. And then it starts to make sense when you see pockets of timber like that, because these elk are used to living on these open side hills, and then they just slip in there and bed up for the day. And you and I'd be just driving by it, going, ah, that's a nice muley spot. It'll be real interesting. Saw two moose on the way in, which was really cool. And so now we got camp just about 80% wrapped up, and it's about 3:45 in the afternoon. Still really warm, but the winds died down, and so we're going to get up into some of this dark timber in these north-facing slopes. We're not far off the Continental Divide. We're not going to tell you exactly where we are, but that's kind of where we are. Oh, seriously, we've been waiting for this for a long, long time. Matter of fact, Derek coming out of Kansas, we've been planning this for over 2 years. And there's a whole story about it, but
The plan kind of started on it when we met down Acapulco.
yep.
We started talking about how much I wanted to go elk hunting when they were bugling.
This is our first hunt this year. It's probably a little bit early for a lot of bugling action, but definitely the cows are herded up by the bulls, and the weather has been just crappy. Literally a week ago it was 100 degrees here, and now it's cooled off. 2 days ago it was snowing, 60-mile-an-hour winds coming through here, and it was just horrendous for 2 days. So today is the first day that was calm and nice, and now we got 5 days of steady, if not more.
Yeah.
And so Tobin and I've hunted together for, oh my goodness, for 18 years. Working together and hunting together. We hunted together prior to that.
Yep.
And so I'm excited that he and I haven't hunted this area. We've not set foot in this ground. And I just got a good feeling. We got some good intel, even from some locals who shared some good information. And they say that there's elk in these hills, and we're gonna try to check it out.
Them hills are calling.
They are calling. So before we head out, we're gonna say a little prayer before our hunt starts, and then we're gonna go hard, like real hard, for 5 days. And we're gonna see if we can get Derek in front of a bull. Toby, get him in front of a bull. If not, we'll shoot cows and calves.
Fact. That's fact.
We're rabbit hunting. We're looking for Bugs Bunny. We just spotted about 5 or 6 cows and calves. We came up to the saddle, and boom, immediately. So this is probably 4:30 in the afternoon. It's very, very warm out, and they're out feeding across the canyon. There's finger draws coming off of the peak, and there's black timber everyone. They're feeding from left to right, so they probably are. There's probably a herd that's in the dark timber to their left, with probably multiple bulls. So we just kind of snuck around the backside of this hill and got into this shadows, and we're going to hang out here and kind of watch them, listen, because there's probably elk between us and them before we go to make a play on these elk. We definitely, being the first day on the hunt, we're probably looking more for a bull than to shoot a cow. So we'll see what happens. But hey, man, we're happier than a lark coming out of here. We're literally 30-minute walk, if that, from camp, and we're looking at elk. So we're gonna slip in there with Toby and Derek and just. We got us a bull. Derek says we got us a shooter. That's exciting stuff. Hey, we're gonna have a whole lot of fun. We got literally 45 days of sleeping in the mountains with elk, chasing elk. We got 7 elk hunts back to back. I hope you enjoy the videos that we're gonna bring. This is just DIY hunt on public land for elk. We're archery, muzzleloader, and rifle. And I'd love for you to subscribe to our channel. Hooked hunting it's just about trying to show folks how they can get out into the field and do things that maybe they'd never dreamt that they could in an affordable fashion. Doing it yourself with a little bit of effort and a little bit of some good friends. Man, you can be out doing this type of thing. I'm being summoned. There's elk. I can see 12 in that one herd. No. So we got 3 down below us. We got 2 up here. We got 1 coming out of the dark timber there. There comes another one. There's like see the 3 cows up there, straight down below. There's an elk coming out. I saw that giant bull. I thought so too. Oh my, it's a bull. Yeah, it is. That's a pretty good one. Holy crap! We had a petting zoo. As Bob Robb used to say, don't be in a rush to we're in no rush to blow this thing. So, there's a satellite bull with a single cow, probably 150 yards from the main herd. Take that line of dark timber right up by him, and then see how close we can get to him, and then do some soft calls. Try to pull him in. No. Percent's not going to go up. 300 yards from there. Just slide. There's a game trail right there. Get out of the water, too. I see. Listen, be real quiet. Shot bugle. I haven't seen a bull rub yet. But we've seen 4 bulls. I don't want to screw up my good looks this early. No. This bends. Go up with this bend. Yeah, because that'll be right about the cut. Yeah, the cut of that other hill. We're among them. We are among them. Just below the crest. I didn't hear it. I heard Raven. Gone. Seven heads sneaking up on us. It's up in the vines there. Yeah. It's easy. No, it's easy. It's a trailer. No, it's not a lucky cow head sticking up out of the trees. You might as well set up and kill him. And then I'll back up 60 yards. Hear that? I think he was rubbing. I see something. I see a cat. I see an elk. I see an elk. Right there. Yeah, it's an elk. It's 2 elk. Yeah.
That's the big bull.
We got a lot of daylight. Should this thermal start coming down? They're really starting to face up there out in the sunshine. So what's that? They're really starting to hit face when you're standing up there in the last 5 minutes. Okay, good. The first 5 minutes up there were a little iffy. Right, I agree. Just spray down. Let's give a good spray down again. He's not moving. He's pretty much in the same spot. See, guys, this is that valley. Into that valley. So we can wiggle right along that edge right there, and then we might be able to see him down by that wall. All right, let's go see if we can make something. He's right up in there. He's not very far. I doubt it. He's at 150 yards. We need to have somebody wait. Those two trees come together. I'll go back there. And then I'm going to give probably 3 different tones of cow, so it sounds like a little mini herd. And then I'm going to give a real high-pitched squeal bugle, so it doesn't sound like a big daddy. That might suck him right in. The wind's coming down, so very well. He's coming this way. Yeah, let's go ahead and see.
It's the same direction, but that was a long ways off. That's all big stuff. Different ball.
That's a dark. So this afternoon we couldn't have asked for anything better. Shoot, we no more went over the top, and we had eyes on elk. We pretty much had eyes on elk throughout the whole evening hunt. We ended up seeing 3 nice branched antler bulls. We'd have been happy killing any of them, along with a fuzzy big old spike horn. So we saw 4 bulls altogether. I don't know, maybe 20, 25 head of elk collectively, but we saw them ease over a saddle, and so Tobe and I and Derek and Nate are gonna put a plan together for tomorrow and maybe make a swing about to where go into the basin that those elk went into, because we had 2 different bulls bugling, and the one that come over the top, I think he's gonna be in a different basin than one we were in. So we'll probably make a move and go a little bit to the east and a little bit to the north. Hey, we're gonna get after it. Tomorrow we'll probably stay out all day and see if we can't even catch one in his bed. You can kill a lot of elk between 1 and 3, so we'll be after it. I think the weather's gonna be nice, and holy mackerel, I don't know how many bugles we heard out of that elk, but probably 20 or so, maybe more, I don't know. But it was a great day, great start.